Every year I try to kind of change up the slides and make it interesting, because I keep coming to these conferences and I don't want to see the same thing over and over again. But one way of looking at the data that stuck with me as an important piece to continue with is breaking out the activity by size of the trade. So basically looking at the small trades separately from medium-sized trades, separately from the biggest trades, and you can see very clear trends in terms of how the big institutional blocks are keeping up versus the smaller stuff, which is super relevant now because we've seen such an explosion in the small trade activity. So I gave up on trying to focus on liquidity in the market. It's not the easiest kind of problem to solve when you have 16 different markets, and now we're up to over 5,000 listed underlyings. And the reality is the way we've seen volume explode made me feel like liquidity is not really a problem that people are super concerned with right now, because we're seeing so much trading. A couple of the big trends that have been happening for the last couple of years are, one is kind of this miniaturization of products to trade, right? So you have the SPX, which is this $400,000 notional index product, and then you have a version of that that's divided by 10, and then Cboe just came out with a version of that that's divided by another factor of 100, so it actually has a notional size of $450, but trades the same way as SPX. So and that's we're seeing it in other places too, in the futures side of the business as well. You're seeing VIX mini contracts. The S&P futures have been doing that as well. So shrinking contract sizes is definitely something that's interesting, and it's also really interesting to kind of see how the market reacts to that, because it's maybe good for a certain kind of participant, it might not be great for kind of some of the largest participants. So the market's trying to serve both of those needs at the same time. Something else I think is interesting is flex options, which have been around for a long time, but we're seeing we're actually seeing record volume levels, at least for this quarter. And flex options let the customer pick the expiration date, pick the strike, whatever they want, pick American style or European style, so they don't have to worry about the early exercise if it's American style. And that's also that's something I've been watching for a long time, and it just continues to get more interesting and more efficient.